Championship Sunday, the Rogers Cup, presented by National Bank in Toronto. The men this year, 2014 final featuring Roger Federer, looking for his 80th career title. He is third on the all-time list behind Jimmy Connors and Yvonne Lendl against Jo-Wilfried Tsonga, who's putting his game together after a year in which he hadn't won a single title to add to his total of 10. At Lint Desk Live with Justin Gimbelstaub and Tom Tebbett. I don't think, Justin, this is what we expected.
Absolutely a miraculous week for Jo-Wilfried Tsonga, beating 4 top 10 players in succession. The way that he served, the amount of pressure that he put on his opponents by playing aggressive tennis, using his offensive and defensive skills. Federer just could not get a rhythm, couldn't read the serve, couldn't get in his service games, couldn't find a winning formula to even return his second serve.
Well, we know Tsonga can do this. You remember that year at the Australian Open, he totally blew away Nadal 2-2-2 or something. Then a year at Wimbledon, lost the first 2 sets and then totally dominant from then on. So he has that ability. But, you know, Federer, tough coming back, as we've said before, coming after playing at night. And this happened in 2001 to Andre Pavel. Patrick Rafter was a good guy that year. He played, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, came back on a hot sunny afternoon against Andre Pavel, who you would think he would beat. Wasn't at his best. Roger wasn't at his best today, but I mean, Tsonga showed all week that he was a deserving champion.
You know, it's interesting. You guys talked on the show about Federer switching from night to day, and in his media conference, he did admit that the day situation was a little bit different for him, although we heard Tsonga say, well, they get to pick when they play, so I guess we'll throw that out and call it even. But I think we were all surprised to see how frustrated Federer was, because normally he never loses his cool.
He's lost some big finals this year. He lost in the finals of Monte Carlo against Wawrinka after winning the first set. He was very close to winning Wimbledon, and now here another Masters 1000. If he wins those 3 events, very good chance he's #1 in the world. But 3 very disappointing losses, and as magnanimous and gracious as he is, it still means a lot to him at this stage of his career.
Well, we wouldn't want to have it any other way. It's nice to see him get angry every now and then. A lot of people criticize him for that. And as far as Jo-Wilfried, now we don't want to take a little bit that, but Roger didn't choose about playing at night. He was on the same side of the draw as Milos, and Milos chose to play at night. And
there is no room for factual information on this broadcast, Tom. No, but, you know, I think that the point is about Federer is a good one, that he is cool, he is calm, but you always like the competitors. And those guys do not reach the top level. Nobody reaches the top level of what they do unless they have that fire.
Yeah, this means so much to Roger Federer still. He still believes he could be the best player in the world. That's where he derives his motivation. That's where he gets the enjoyment, challenging himself in the biggest moments against the best players, and he came up short. But the great thing about Roger is he'll pack up his stuff, he'll pack up his family, he'll go to Mason, Ohio, he'll try and do it next week, and then after that, he'll do it at the U.S. Open. And if we're lucky, he'll keep doing it year after year after year.
I mean, I was kind of moved today. At one point, I think he told us that you know, he knows that any one of these could be his last one. And Roger's always been totally candid about things, and that's in his mind. So he would like to have won here, obviously, because who knows how many chances he has here, anywhere else. And these are the last few years, so he's aware of it. And it's like he's you know, carpe diem. He's taking advantage of every single moment.
Well, Venus Williams said today she's going back to Montreal in 2016. Well, not quite, but close. Maybe we should hold Federer to a similar kind of promise. We all would love to see him again. There's your final. What a week for Tsonga. Takes down 4 top 10 players, drops only a set in winning the Rogers Cup.